everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Jill and today I'm going to be doing my most anticipated 2017 releases video. So let's get started. So I'm pretty sick right now, so I apologize if I sound a little bit like a smoker and if I look a little bit high. I'm sorry, but I have like 15 videos I have to get out before the end of the year. And so I had to film this today even though I'm feeling kind of bad, so I'm going to try to be as peppy as possible, but you know, just know that I'm trying and that, you know, I might not be as high energy as I normally am just because, like I said, I'm pretty sick, so yeah. So I compiled this list last night and I basically made all the books that I am very much looking forward to coming out in 2017. There are so many wonderful books that are going to come out. There are sequels, there are new books in different series by some of my favorite authors, there's conclusions to series, there's just a whole bunch of stuff that's happening in 2017 and I'm just so excited. I basically only put books on this list that I very much am anticipating. Obviously I'm going to be wanting to read way more books that are going to be coming out in 2017, but these are just sort of the main ones that came right to me. So yeah, let's just get started into this video. The first book that I am highly anticipating is Wayfarer by Alexandra Bracken, and this book comes out on January 3rd, 2017. So this book is the sequel and conclusion to the Passenger duology. I actually read Passenger before it came out because I was lucky enough to have an ARC of it and I enjoyed it. It wasn't my absolute favorite thing in the world. Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken is one of my favorite series of all time ever, and so I was very highly anticipating Passenger, and it was good, but it just like wasn't amazing, like so freaking good. But I feel like Wayfarer might be that way. I think the series has a lot of promise, and now that all the world building is out of the way and everything, I think that the conclusion will be much better, hopefully. If you don't know, the Passenger duology basically is about time travel, and you basically travel back in time to all these different places and all these different time periods, and it's really fun and I highly recommend it because Alexandra Bracken is awesome. The next book that I'm very highly anticipating is one that I actually already read because once again I have an ARC of it, but I'm still very highly anticipating it, and that is A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. I'm going to just try to put this book in as many videos as I can because it was that good. This book is amazing. I went into it not really knowing a lot of what was going to happen, and I feel like that is sort of the best way to go into it. It basically follows this boy named Adam who is a senior and this freshman named Julian, and they used to be foster brothers, but all kinds of crazy stuff happened, but then now they're being reunited, and you know, it's very heavy. I cried multiple times. There are definitely trigger warnings for physical abuse, emotional abuse, all that kind of stuff, so it is a very heavy book, but it is so important and so phenomenal. Please go pick this book up when it comes out. Next up is another one that comes out January 10th, and that is Roseblood by A.G. Howard. I am absolutely in love with the Splintered trilogy by A.G. Howard. These covers are to die for. They are so beautiful, and the Roseblood cover does not disappoint. The Splintered trilogy is one of my favorite trilogies of all time, so of course I'm going to be highly anticipating this one. I think the Splintered trilogy is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, but this one is going to be a retelling of Phantom of the Opera, which just sounds so cool. So yeah, I'm definitely highly anticipating this, both because I really love A.G. Howard and because that cover is so pretty. Mwah. Next up is another book that I already read, but I have to mention it, and that is History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera, and this comes out January 17th. Like I said, I already read this book and I enjoyed it. I didn't love it as much as I thought I would, but Adam Silvera is amazing, so I'm just going to include as many of his books in my videos as possible. So yeah, this book is really interesting. It follows a boy named Griffin, and basically it alternates between the past and the present, and in the past he had this relationship with this guy named Theo, and they actually end up breaking up because Theo moves to California, and then the present is actually when Griffin has to deal with the fact that Theo has died, and don't worry, that is said in the first page of the book, so it's not a spoiler. So it basically alternates between their past relationship and Griffin's present grief, and it's really interesting. Not my favorite book, but I'm still probably going to get a hard copy of it because Adam Silvera is amazing. Next up, I have Estranged the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and this book was supposed to come out September of 2016, but it was pushed back. Much to my dismay, but it's actually going to come out on March 28th of 2017, which I guess is pretty good. You know, if they have to push it back, they have to push it back. But anyway, Laini Taylor is one of my favorite authors of all time. She wrote the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy, which I just love with all my soul. And I really don't know much about what this series is actually about, but I just know it's by Lady Taylor, so it's going to be really mythical and fantasy oriented, and it's going to be really, really good, and so I'm excited. Next up, we have all the books that are coming out in May. There are so many books that are coming out in May, but the first one I have is Always and Forever Lara Jean by Jenny Han. This is the third and final book in the To All the Boys I've Loved Before trilogy. No, not duology anymore. She decided to extend it, and this is the final book, and I'm just so excited because I don't care if you're Team Peter, I will always be Team John Ambrose McLaren, so that better happen in this book or I'm going to be upset. I'm excited to see how this sort of wraps up. I just love this series so much. It has lots of themes of like sisterhood and family and love, and yeah, it's just like really fun, so yeah. The next book that's coming out on May 2nd is my most highly anticipated book of the entire year, and probably is going to be my most anticipated book of like ever, and that is A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J Maas. It doesn't even have a cover yet, but the title just dropped like a month ago, and oh my gosh, it's like ACOWAR, hashtag ACOWAR, right? Which is freaking amazing. I'm not gonna go into it. But this is my most highly anticipated book. Obviously, if you guys have watched my channel at all, or watched any booktube for that matter, A Court of Mist and Fury was fan-freaking-tastic because Reese, and I would literally sell whatever you wanted if you could give me ACOWAR today. I would literally give you anything. I don't care. Like I could read it and you could kill me afterwards because that's how much I want this book. I can't wait. I can't wait for the cover. Okay, I'm done. I can't anymore. Next up, I have A Flame in the Mist by Renee Ahdieh, and this is by Renee Ahdieh, and that's the only reason why I want to pick it up. I have no idea what this book is about, but Renee Ahdieh wrote the Wrath and the Dawn duology, which I just recently finished, and it's one of my favorite things of all time because Renee Ahdieh's writing, pure gold. I literally can't. It's so whimsical and amazing. I just love her writing style so much. So I don't even know what this book is about, and I just saw it on Goodreads after I finished The Rose and the Dagger, and it said suggested reads, and this cover is amazing, and it's by Renee Ahdieh, so very, very highly anticipating it. Next up, we have another one that I'm just so excited for, and that is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. This is the second book in the Dark Artifices series. Lady Midnight is my favorite Shadowhunter book to date, and I know I know lots of people love Clockwork Princess like more than Lady Midnight, but Lady Midnight is my favorite Shadowhunters novel, and I'm so excited because Emma and Julian and my poor babies and Mark and I can't. And that cover's kind of weird. Like, I saw it and I was like, well, that's a weird choice, but we'll go with it. It's in London. Like, the London Bridge is on it. And I think that's Julian floating in the sky. Oh, I love Julian. Julian has my entire heart. I love Julian. Anyway, I'm very, very excited, but also cautious about where this series is gonna go because it could completely destroy my heart, but I'm so excited still though. Next up, I have Now I Rise by Kiersten White. This is the second book in the And I Darken trilogy series. I'm not really sure. I think it's a series. I hope so. And I Darken was one of my favorite books of all 2016. It was so amazing, and I will not stop suggesting it to everyone out there. Some people don't like it. They think it's slow. They think the beginning is meh, but personally, this book was fan-flipping-tastic, and it caught me so much off guard. I did not know that this book was going to be so good. It basically is a retelling of Vlad the Impaler, which is who Bram Stoker based his Dracula off of, but it's a gender-swapped version of that. So instead of Vlad the Impaler being a dude, she's actually a girl. And it's like an anti-hero story, and it was so good, and I will not stop recommending it to everyone out there. Even if you think it's slow, even if you DNF'd it, please read it because it's so good. And I don't know whether that's just me, but I really love this book. Okay? So this book, I'm so excited for it. I can't wait to see where this series goes because it can go so many amazing places, and I just can't wait to get back into my lovable characters, and I cannot wait to see what happens. Next up, I have Because You Love to Hate Me, which comes out July 11th, and this is an anthology that basically combines a bunch of really popular YA authors and a bunch of really popular booktubers, and they basically mesh together and they're creating this great anthology that surrounds villains. And obviously I'm a booktuber, so I'm going to be supporting the booktube community, and I'm just so excited to see like what this book is all about because we haven't gotten like a lot of information about it, and I'm just like really excited to see where it goes, and hopefully it's good. Fingers crossed. Next up, I have another Adam Silvera book, and that is They Both Die at the End, which comes out on September 5th. There's no cover yet, but yeah, They Both Die at the End. Once again, Adam Silvera is one of my favorite authors ever, so, you know, here he is. I don't know what this book is about, but I'm sure it follows cute boys, and I love cute boys. Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully I like it better than History Is All You Left Me, but I'm really ready. I love Adam so much. And finally, I have a book that doesn't have a title, doesn't have a cover, and doesn't even have a release date yet, but everyone obviously is going to be flipping out when this book comes out, and that is the 6th and final Throne of Glass book by Sarah J. Maas. Again, this just says it's coming out in September. I have yet to read Empire of Storms. I think I'm going to be reading it actually in a couple of days, which is good because I'm like feeling withdrawal after Queen of Shadows, but I'm almost caught up with the series, so I can properly be like anticipating this book. But this is going to be such a huge release for the book community because it's the final book in the Throne of Glass series. Everyone's going to be flipping out. Can you tell I'm sick? I like feel like my voice has like gone down like several octaves. Oh. So there you have it. Those are all the books that I personally am very highly anticipating in the year of 2017. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please give this video a like if you did, and subscribe if you are new here. I have my Twitter, Goodreads, Instagram all linked down below, so if you are interested in following me on those platforms, they will be down below for you guys. And yeah, thanks again so much for watching and for putting up with my sickness, and I'll see you guys later in another video. Bye!